Alright, first things first, let's start with the rice. We have a long grain, as you can see here. It says long grain. I don't know if you can see it very good there, but the grains are a little good size. But if you look at this, this is a medium grain. The grains are really small. They're like darn near quarter the size. I recommend you use the long grain. Here goes the long grain. As you can see, this grain is a lot smaller. This is the one that you want. You want the long grain. So extra long grain enriched rice. Of course, you can use whatever rice you want to use. So two schools of thought when dealing with rice. Some people like to wash their rice. Some people don't. Some people are in a hurry. They don't bother washing it. If you wash your rice, it's going to take approximately a half an hour longer. So you need to start a half an hour before. I'm actually doing two. Okay. This is a 2 cup right here. So you just take it over your sink, nothing spectacular, wash it, let it set for half an hour to dry. That's simple. We'll be back. Washing your rice doesn't take long. You can use cold water, hot water, don't matter at this point. Just run water over it. I like to put some water in a bowl. This is how I like to do it. Put some water in a bowl. Put it up in there. Let it set for a minute. The rice is pretty dirty. Make a mess here. And just let it set there for a few minutes. Don't take very long. Meanwhile, take our little knife. Clean up our celery. I washed the stalk already. It's really simple. This is all you need. Throw it in your stock pan. This is the items that you're going to need. You can actually use this if you would like. Clean it up. You know, if you're thrifty. You can start prepping while your rice is going to dry. Here's our onion that we cut earlier. I'm going to use this part of it because some people don't like onion, and I'm just help make the stock. You can use the small stuff if you have it on hand. We will go ahead and drain it later. So I like onion. I like the flavor of onion. I just threw in maybe a quarter cup right there. All right, let's check on our rice. Okay, rice is doing good. You can see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of dirtiness in there. It's not going to hurt you, but like I said, just let the rice sit for half an hour. Okay, we don't need all this stuff out here. I just wanted to show the difference between 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, and a half a teaspoon. You got to tell the difference because this is just an idea of the difference of how much. So I mean, you're putting 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon. You're not going to need all this out here. You're probably just going to need your teaspoon. That's all we're probably going to use, but I don't want to make this too complicated. But I'm trying to be informational. Let's go ahead and get this water going. We're going to do 2 cups of rice. So the formula usually is 2 cups to 1 cup of rice. Although it's not necessarily going to work out to that because it's probably going to be like, we'll do 1 more extra cup. I know I just messed up my formula. I think this is what they call the chicken of Nor. It's el gallina de Nor. The pollo de Nor, I don't know. But anyhow, I don't know. That doesn't look right to me. This is, you notice I'm doing everything level. That way make it easier for you to measure. and understand the measuring. This is the tomate de nor. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. I might be messing it up, of course. Never did do too good in my Spanish class. Yeah. Okay. Then let's do some, you get the garlic. Point. Garlic, I like garlic, so I'm going to go a little bit heavy on the garlic. I'll even do 3. If you're not much of a garlic person, 2 is going to be fine. Your pepper, it's hard for me to really say how much you're going to use, because you're not going to use a whole teaspoon. I mean, some people will say go ahead and use a whole teaspoon. I'm thinking maybe. Oh, great. Maybe half a teaspoon, 3/4 of a teaspoon. I don't know, that, to me that seems like a lot of pepper. This cumin, you don't have to worry about the cumin. Go ahead and put the full teaspoon in there. Cumin's not going to hurt nothing. That's it. We'll be back. Okay, so this is what we got here. So now let's go ahead and get this on the fire. Get this going here. Medium heat, remember, always medium heat. Let's get our little cam going for us. Usually about 8 minutes. 8 minutes, this thing should be close to a boil. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. This rice is beautiful. It's dried really good. Look, there's no water on my hand. It's ready. Pretty much it's ready. But we'll come back to that. The recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of oil for the rice. I'm thinking that's a little bit much. Anyhow, I got 2 oils out here. You don't need both of these oils. You don't even have to have these oils. You can use the virgin olive oil. You can use Crisco, pure vegetable. You can use canola. You can use, I mean, if you're in a pinch, use butter. Back in the day, they used to use manteca, whatever they had. What I want to do is, it calls for a 1/4 cup of oil. That seems to me to be a lot of oil. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, I don't know. We'll say 4. I think 4 tablespoons is going to be what we need here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we got here. Yeah, I think that's going to work. You can coat the whole pan, the bottom of the pan. Okay, what we want to do is we want to get this on the fire. Medium heat. Give that a second to heat up. The water over here is looking pretty good. You don't want to start your rice here until this is ready. This is good enough right here. It's starting to look like it's starting to simmer a little bit. That's what we want. So we're going to go ahead and start the rice. Okay, here we want to get the oil hot. Doesn't take long. We're going to fry the rice. 2 schools of thought on the rice. We got washed rice. Washed rice versus unwashed rice. Unwashed rice will turn a golden brown a lot faster, and we'll get a nice golden brown color to it. The washed rice will not get the total golden brown. You get some browning, but it's not going to be nothing near it. So you need to keep an eye on your washed rice so that you don't overcook it or burn it. The water over here is looking pretty good. You don't want to start your rice here until this is ready. This is good enough right here. It's starting to look like it's starting to simmer a little bit here. That's what we want. Looks like we're ready. This thing's picking up a little boil here. I'm gonna drop it down to low because it's already hot. That's all we need. So now we're ready here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rice. We're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, let's check on our rice here. Pretty dry. It's pretty good. Didn't take long. So now we're gonna get this rice. We're gonna go ahead and drop it in here. Actually, this pan should have probably been a little bit hotter. Is that wet? No. Well, a little moisture in there, but that'll be all right. Maybe it should have been a 1/4 cup of oil. We'll see. Let's get your rice. Nice and coated. Okay, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see there's like a little glossiness to some of the rice. Like right there, right there. That's the fry. I don't know that you can see that, but anyhow, that's what I'm talking about. You need to make sure you stay on this. Don't walk away from this. You don't want to burn this. This looks like a lot of rice, but it's good rice. 2 cups could feed, you know, they'll say 10 to 12 people. Negative. Good rice you can serve maybe 6 to 8. Now if this was unwashed rice, by now you would be seeing brown everywhere. This rice turns a pearl white. I'll give this another minute or so. You got to keep stirring it because you don't want it to burn. Alright. This is good. So you can see it right there. I don't know that you can see it right there. But there's a little bit of a pearly color. There's a couple in there that are a little bit, got a little bit of color too, a little bit of a brown color. Okay, I can see from the sides. You'll have to get that when you make it. But you can see it. I can see it. It almost looks like the outsides are cooked and the inside are not cooked. So I don't know if you can see that. Anyhow, we're ready for the tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. This is an 8 ounce can. It calls for 4 ounces, half this can. But the other, many times we don't want to save the other because we will make rice for a while. So I'm going to use the whole can. You want to cook the tomato into the rice for a minute. They say the rice will pick up the flavor of the tomato. I'm not exactly sure how that all works. If you want to cook it for a minute, get it all mixed up in there. Again, the rice is not brown because the rice is washed. If it was unwashed rice, it would be brown. Give that a second. Let that cook for a minute. You don't want this to start to burn on you. You don't want to burn the tomato and all that other good stuff. Okay, when you add your liquid, okay, you want to add your liquid slow because you've got a hot pan here with oil. So I'm going to go ahead and strain this because I don't want all that garbage in there. It's not garbage, but go ahead and pour it in there slowly because it'll blow up on you. It'll come over the sides. As soon as it comes to a boil, get this thing back down. As you see, it's simmering right now. We've never left medium heat. Because the water was so hot and because the pan was so hot, we're already boiling. So at this point, we're going to give it a second. They say as soon as it starts boiling like that, you're supposed to put the heat down to low, cover it 20 minutes. So we're good. So we'll drop the heat down to low. This is it right here. Once you cover it, so make sure you get it nice and mixed, because once you cover it, that's it. You're not opening the sucker no more for 20 minutes. Okay, this thing's still boiling. I really don't want it to boil. You don't want to open it no more from here. It's on low. But we'll leave it there. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll set the timer for 20 minutes. got. I'll put some on a plate so we can actually see what I'm talking about. Alright, here we are. We cut the fire. You don't want to go over that 20-minute mark for some reason. The grandma chefs have said 20 minutes. I mean, they all concur with that. Any grandma you talk to, they'll tell you 20 minutes to take the lid off, let the air run. Oh man, I still see liquid in there. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyhow, so far, looks like a pretty good rice. What we probably should do is go ahead and get it off the heat. I'm sure it's already done, so let's give it a try. See what we got. Because like I said, usually I make so much that I want to serve it later. And fluffing or folding means to take it and not stir it. You don't want to stir the rice. Start. And what this is going to do with a little bit of time, kind of want to start sticking right there. But 20 minutes was perfect. I guess Grandma was right. 20 minutes. The majority of the grandmas told me 20 minutes. Ready to go. It's good. It's good. It's not grandma's. But here, starving college students, this is prime rib on a platter. Peace out.